Hello folks. You know, since I made a previous video on the Common Sense battery monitor, I've since discovered on their website the new version with an alarm. You know, I remember when Common Sense RC first came on the scene with basically small lipos for the tiny blade helis. They were inexpensive and I have quite a few and they still work.
Wow, look at this catalog. I'm pretty impressed with what Common Sense RC's got in here. This is just great stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and order a couple of things, and we're going to see how this goes.
And I've been using their CellSpy lipo monitor for a couple of years now and can tell you it's very valuable to me. I always wish though that they had a way to check those single cells. But lo and behold, here is the new CellSpy, and it only costs $14.95. I am totally blown away with the way it works. Let's take a look at it. It's just great to be able to check the voltages of those single cells. Also obvious is their trademark see-through covering, and of course the size. Let's check it out with the batteries now and see how it works.
4.19 volts, one cell. Okay, let's plug in 3 cells. 3 cell. 12.5 volts, number 1 415, number 2 413, number 3 420. And just like the other ones, you can go ahead and charge it. You can see this is very low. Go ahead and start the charger. It's counting up, and now the voltage will go up. You can monitor the voltage on this. I'm not balancing it, I'm just charging. And check this out, even my Ladybird quad battery can be tested on here. One cell, all voltage, 4.2, and it's 4.18. Good charge.
I have to point out though that the alarm will not work with single cells.
So you can't run a Y harness and use the alarm. It has to have at least 2 cells for that to work. 2.7, 2.8, 2.9. We're going to change this to 3.8. Okay, now when the batteries get below 3.8, the alarm will sound. This is what you get when you get below the voltage you've set. If you're a helicopter or a quadcopter pilot, there's no excuse for not having something like this, because it's lightweight and it is safety. It will save your batteries and it'll get you down. As long as we're checking things on the quad here with the CellSpy, I want to point out a couple things. One, not to have the brakes programmed on, and that's 3 beeps. Bring the stick back down, and also make sure you don't have your lipo cutoffs turned on the speed control, because what happens is I had one that was on automatic cutoff, and what it did was every time the battery got low, that one would shut off, and of course it would flip right away. So you got to make sure all your safeties are turned off. Fly it only for a couple of minutes so you won't ruin your batteries, and then use one of these CellSpys with the alarms on it. This will definitely, when that goes down, you know it's time to land. Alright, let's set the voltage for 3.7. Let's see how that does. 3.7. There we go. We got an alarm. That means it's time to land.
You know, I think this is a great device that all modelers should probably have for safety and especially for peace of mind while flying.